Hello and welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Sherwin. Tonight we're cooking pot roast with a crock pot. Tonight's ingredients are salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, can of Hunt stewed tomatoes, olive oil, Coca-Cola, celery, onions, package of spaghetti sauce, and a 3-pound chuck roast. Look at that chuck roast. So ladies and gentlemen, off camera, I took the liberty of washing our pot roast after removing it from the package. And now what I'm doing is drying our pot roast with a paper towel. I'm doing so in order to remove all the excess water from washing the pot roast so that I can apply our seasons to the pot roast. So now for the seasons. What we have is 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, all of which are inside of the bowl. The bowl in which I'm stirring with a fork. I'm doing this to just combine all the seasons in one so that I can sprinkle all the seasons together on top of the pot roast. I'm doing so very generously, and I'm not only sprinkling, I will be spreading and rubbing the seasons into the pot roast on the top as well as the sides, the bottom, the back, and the front. By the way, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That's right, give my video a thumbs up. It really helps my YouTube channel out a great deal. So don't forget. And thank you in advance. That sounded like a commercial. All right, guys, we're still applying our seasons onto the pot roast. If you can tell, I sort of sped up this part of the video so that we can get through the seasoning part a little faster. Didn't want to cut out this part because I want to show you how I completely and thoroughly seasoned our pot roast. Now here we go, a seasoned pot roast. I got my crock pot. We're going to put that pot roast inside of the crock pot. And I wish I had time to give you a tutorial on the proper use of a crock pot, but that's not what this video is for. But if you don't have a crock pot, you do need one. So I'm taking the plug and I'm plugging it into the wall, and what I'm going to get on the display screen there is 4 dashes, which tells me that the crock pot is in the ready mode. So I'm going to wash my hands before I touch anything else. I'm going to dry them. And I'm going to grab the lid to the crock pot. I'm sorry, I'm not going to grab the lid. I'm going to grab the can of Hunt stewed tomato and I'm going to pour it all inside of my crock pot. I'm also going to take this 7-ounce can of Coca-Cola, and I'm going to pour it into the crock pot as well. And I know the recipe required a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola, but I didn't have a 12-ounce can. But I did have several 7-ounce cans. So I'm going to use 2 7-ounce cans, which equals what, guys? Yes, 14 ounces of Coca-Cola, which is not going to hurt the meat at all. The Coca-Cola itself has phosphoric acids, which is going to add to the flavor of the meat, as well as the acid is going to be used as a meat tenderizer. So also I'm going to add 8 ounces of water into the crock pot. So once I've got my liquids into the top crock pot, what I'm going to do now is add the package of spaghetti sauce mix. Yes, I'm going to pour the entire package of spaghetti sauce mix inside of the crock pot onto the pot roast. Now, after all the ingredients are inside of the crock pot, I'm going to grab that lid that I spoke of earlier, and I'm going to place it on top of the crock pot. I'll put it in the lock mode, and also I'm going to take that steam release valve and put it into close mode, and hit the preset button for meat and stew, which is set for 35 minutes. And there you have it. We're going to cook the pot roast. Voila! We have a finished product. We got the 4 dashes, and now our crock pot is ready to be opened. So I released the steam out of the crock pot, and now I'm taking the lid off the crock pot. Oh guys, look at that. We have a winner. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it too well, but I'm going to take it out of that crock pot to give you a nice visual on camera. Wow, there it is. Ooh, juicy, so juicy. Oh, I'm going to plate that pot roast onto that plate and give you a nice look at what we've just created. There she is. A nice brown juicy pot roast. Guys, for the full recipe, I'd just like for you to click on the video description box below. It's in the shape of a black triangle on the right next to my title. There you will find the exact measurements, cooking times, and the detailed cooking instructions. So now what we're going to do is sear this pot roast inside of my black cast iron skillet. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil inside of the skillet, and I'm going to take my dish rag and grab that hot handle and stir up the olive oil to get it all over the bottom of the skillet. By the way, the skillet had been sitting on top of the burner for about 10 minutes, getting hot right before I placed the olive oil inside of the skillet. So now what I'm going to do is put that 3-pound pot roast inside of the skillet to sear all sides. I saw this technique on a recipe, and I thought I'd try it out to see what I like, or if I like it. And of course I did not like it. Why? Because it had too many of the juices splashing all over the my cabinet. So I think I'll just sear it prior to roasting it the next time I have a desire for a pot roast. So here we go. After the pot roast had cooled for about 10 minutes, I'm taking my chef's knife and I'm taking a slice. Oh yes. Ooh. Look at that. All that juice. Nice. Now it's not medium rare, it's not even well done. It is just medium, and that internal temperature for medium was 145 degrees. Yes, got a thumbs up. So for dinner tonight, we have there before you our meal. Bon appetit.